I'm just going to do some investigating next, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do the next part and then. March 22nd, 5:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Office. Cold water. It's very good right now. Ow, my hip popped. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! There, Fearles. I can't take it anymore. Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Engard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up, we don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. You're right. Mr. Maya is in much more pain than I am. Yes, that's right. So, hey, you guys. Glad I caught you, pal. Meet your scruffy detective. Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busy right now. What do you want, sir? So, what are you gonna do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that. What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday? I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Engard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of experience investigating and watching over people's places. I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things. Okay, by the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. He said that? That's horrible. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. Not the truth. Miss Andrews' last testimony, I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in the testimony itself, but I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would you want to... No, I mean almost need to frame Engard, Mr. Engard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said at all day. Then you're saying that the testimony was a lie? Not a lie, per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe. That's just a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that. Francesca von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to trial by a pistol, pal. But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but, well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? Are you going to go visit her, pal? No, well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? She looks like she was being tortured to death not being able to get to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick. No, I'm definitely not going. Let's see, the name of the hospital? Oh yeah, the Hoti Clinic. That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. March 22nd, to him sent through the room. From what a guard told me, it sounded like, along with Mr. Engard, Miss Andrews is also being detained here. Then we should talk with them since we're here. Yeah, but both of them are still in questioning. We don't have time to waste, yeah. Prison hours are almost over. March 22nd, Hoti Clinic reception. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Oh, hi. Wait a second, you're... Yes, I'm Director Hoti. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes. Director Hoti! Edgeworth? Yes, I'm Director Hoti. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it? Director, Franziska. How is Franziska von Karma? You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because, you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Yes, and that surgery, it went well. You have my gratitude. Looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun after all, And when I snuck up on her, real secret alike, she would scream real loud. Yes. I see. But she's really cute too. When I'd do that, she'd whip me with her whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, but I think I could get used to it. Go back to your room. You're so mean, so mean, my frisky Friska. But that's good too. Yeah, okay, yes, it's time for my IV drops. Yes. And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Ugh, I knew I shouldn't have come here. I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal, this sort of thing happens all the time. I even had a full intentions of running the trial this morning. But that would have been too much for you. There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case. It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. Engard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it? It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I had been in court today, this trial would have already be over. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime. That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with the evidence or not. I have only one objective, to find Mr. Engard guilty of murder. The end justifies the mean, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the mean. Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Engard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. But you had to know she was. Ow! I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me... What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off? Probably because she thinks I had an advantage in that argument. Edgeworth. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth, that was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far. But she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright, the courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. No, I see that face a lot when he's in court. That card, what in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, Wright. This top secret information, you absolutely cannot leak this. The Special Investigation Team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card, a man called Shelley DeKiller. And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin, the best at that. An assassin? Picture card added to the court record. Not that. Sorry. Misclicked. So who is this Shelley DeKiller? DeKiller is the name of the long-standing line of assassins. Long-standing? The name first appeared about 100 years ago here. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir to the Dick Killer family name. So because his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards with a shell on them. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. Why would he do something like that? We think it is part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. It's that even honorable assassins can exist. So you think this assassin? You think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it. When you agree? Shelley the killer, huh? I noticed something at the trial today. You are behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal? I see. I had no idea. I'll prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edwards is going to... Stop trying to console me, me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. Mr. Nick? There's no way you can find her. We don't have even a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen. You need to know something. Juan Carrito was killed by Shelley the killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt Engard. Your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigations, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelley the killer. But if you take this with you into the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. Little introduction. In any case, I must attend to the preparations for the Maya rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen now, if you'll excuse me. Go, Edgeworth? Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. Engard hired an assassin? No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psych lock. Yeah, I guess not. Maya, please, all I ask is you make it home. Something. Date, time, location. Guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this one. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does everything in court. Anyway, let's try out the card with this card. Let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Words are hard. Click. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. Date, time, location. What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in a hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Oh, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. It's so dark in here that I can barely see, but these kind of feel like videotapes, all of them. Just what kind of room is this? Locked, of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through it there. Is a frame? Hey, it's... in Pax, what was that girl's name? The girl who committed suicide? There's a framed picture sitting on the coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, look, there's something written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste." I bet this could be a clue. It is. Oh, hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat, there goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. Oops. What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR. There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here, but what is an antenna doing here? Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Yeah! It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you. He is? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways, you mean? Dead men tell no tales is how the saying goes, correct? Ted? I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting I am an assassin. No way, you're lying. I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Nick! Hi. March 22nd, 7:04 p.m. Mr. Nick? Oh, yes, Pearls. Got caught up in my thoughts about Maya's situation. Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know. I guess for now I have no choice but to leave Mr. Engard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's go into. Okay! I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today. Aww. Ugh, I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer from one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt Engard. Ah, here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I don't know. Well, let's see what it says to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, right? This is terrible. Let's hurry! We have to feed this cat! I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. Client's request is a rest, guess I should go check upon his cat. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another. They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that. Will ya? Pass the victims list around. You've got to be kidding. There's over 100 people on here. Mr. Nick? Is Mr. Engard really that big and bad of a criminal? Actually, Pearls? Never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel. All right now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to for Mystic Maya's sake. You shall not pass. Miss Oldbag, don't devalue my name and turn it into gas, you spiky-headed pettifogger. Because of you, I've been made to look like a bad guy again, although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. But what I really want is something much more valuable. I want Edgy Poo's heart. I want it all for me. It's all your fault. You've awakened the wild beast inside this old bag. It's old bag. Keep your hands off me. This helmet is airtight. No air gets in and no air gets out. Then why do you keep putting it on? Don't think you can get to me to move from my silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. Maybe if I show her the letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you would like, look at what? What do you want me to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy Poo! Ugh. Is that her perfume? Pheromone? The more I smell? Ugh. Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly? That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand. Letter of introduction given to Miss Oldbag. I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook. It looks like she has strongest feeling for Mr. Edgeworth. That may be, but you know nothing's gonna come of it. That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared. Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation. Okay. What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Engard's room today. Why? The police main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear. I wonder if they're the team in charge of the killer. So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag. Okay. Looks like there were only ones here. And yet, the hotel seems busy somehow. Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. Transit, Gatewater Hotel. Hey, city boy! Lotta, you're still here. Wrecking course. An investigative photographer eats a starve's ability to snap up the scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. But you have a camera? Reckon given. A photographer's got to have cameras out of the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know. So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have in mind, you bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but brace yourself, Phoenix, here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know, followed a few stars around, got a few autographs, shook up a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either. I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. So about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that ditty I wrote. Yeah, can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about Engard shoving his manager lady into Corita? Yeah. Well, I reckon you best not be believing in that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? Yeah, when you gotta get down to it, it's just a lot of random bulldooters. Bulldoodleries. Hey, what's with ya? Well, he's staring at me like grandpa used to. Like my grandpa used to. Hey, why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Or am I just shrinking here? I'm a baby. I'm a $600 baby. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? That guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't ya? So put in a few good words for me and get me my camera back. You want me to do that? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours and I guarantee he'll give it back. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you too there, you little Give it the good work, okay? Okay, I can't do this. Don't be picky about your food, you know. Okay, and make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay, and if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right here. Would you please just leave already? March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Creates. Ugh. Meeting Nick! What is it? Otherworldly ghastly moaning. I hate evil ghosts! I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon? Excuse me. Excuse me? What you're calling a demon, brat? Ah! Zoinks, it's the alien. Who are you calling an alien? Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldbag. What are you doing here? What's wrong with youngins today? I came down here. I'm not wrong. No, don't even know. I came down here. I came down. Damn it, Lotta. There's too many voices. And I'm bad at voices. I came down here to pay my respects to my poor woman. I want to do an old voice, but I keep wanting to do Lotta. And you're disturbing me. Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer in her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecile look on her face. With that imbecile look on her face? Okay, got it. Now hold on a second here, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. Oh, alright. Now I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corita. He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts in my book. But I heard that he was lagging behind the polls against Mr. Engard. Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know. But he was going to become even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at his mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him. Yeah, that mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pearls? The presents, they're all bears, right? Yes, she's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Kurita's presents from his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's because you can't think of Juan without thinking about bears. Bears? Why bears? You don't know. Well, my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out. Down by a river going, you sure can fight. You too, bub, you too. Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, bub. What a load of crock. So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears. Juice in it. Ew, too many juice in my stomach for it. So the Nicholas Samurai costume wasn't here. Yeah. I can't believe Mr. Kurita went so far to say bad things about Mr. Engard. Well, it was press conference, so we had to go in costume. But were Mr. Engard and Mr. Kurita friends? They weren't friends. They couldn't be friends because they were rivals. So a rival is someone who is a strong enemy? Pearls is really fired up over this, and I don't have an answer for her. March 22nd, Engard Mansion, living room. Sure is dark. I'll go turn on the light. Wow. Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich. Come on, Mr. Nick, let's find Shoo, the kitty cat. Shoo! Oh, Shoo. Good enough. Can't really do it as well as I used to since the tonsils came out, but hey. And my nose post-nasal drip is still there. Ow, my foot. So I guess this is Shoo. Oh, what a lovely cat! Hello, Shoo! The cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me. Oh, it's you. May I help you with something, mister? Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. Engard's lawyer. The Masters. Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet you, your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe. Nice to meet you. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Engard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. How typical butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. Is it not appropriate? Okay. That's a very cute cat you've got there. It is my duty to take care of him. Master rather fancies Shoo. I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. That's not crumpled into the ball and thrown away. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished, a master of law. But there's also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for your compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you will excuse me. Something didn't feel right about that, besides him being the obvious kidnapper guy, and then, you know, why would he tell us to come feed the cat if he had a butler? So, I'm already putting together what's going on. I giant bicycle. Oh, the giant cooking hearth there. I guess you wouldn't know these things, would you?